Alright, let's do this then. Hey guys, it's Will, and this is my Batman vs Superman review. As you all know, if you are a follower of my channel, that I am a massive Batman fan. Huge, gigantic, and I was so excited for this film. Anyway, here's my review. A quick warning, I will be talking spoilers throughout this, but to be honest, if you saw the last trailer, there's not much I can spoil for you. You know, anybody who's read the comics and see Doomsday turns up kind of knows what's probably going to happen. Anywho, let's get into it. I'm going to start with my good. I thought Batman was brilliant. I thought Ben Affleck is the best Batman we've seen on the big screen. I thought he played the Bruce Wayne bit brilliantly, and he did the Batman bit brilliantly. He looked like he was having more fun with it than Christian Bale ever did. Christian Bale I never took up as Bruce Wayne. I wasn't having that. He did not play the Playboy bit anywhere. He was crap, to be honest. And yeah, and he did have fun with the Batman bit. This is the best Batman we've probably seen. Closer to the comics, but still there's a few issues, but I'll be talking about that later. But yeah, I thought this Batman was brilliant, and I'm excited to see more of him, which I think is the important thing. I wanted to see him more than anyone, and I wasn't let down by that. I wasn't. I thought it was brilliant. I really enjoyed Ben Affleck's portrayal, and I'm excited for what they do with their Batman. I really am. It was great. I loved it. And I was talking about Batman, Alfred. Jeremy Irons plays Alfred. He's brilliant. I really enjoyed his portrayal. We see him more of a techie Alfred, which I enjoyed. I thought, yeah, explaining more. His dry wit came through better than Michael Caine. I thought Michael Caine was a great Alfred, but I think Jeremy Irons, depending on where, how many more films we see him in, I think he could be the best Alfred we've seen as well, which would be nice. I thought Batman and Alfred were done brilliantly. Batman actually a detective, as well as a fighter, but he was a detective first and foremost, and I enjoyed that. Yeah, really good film. Really good versions of those two. Superman, meh. The best part of this film was Wonder Woman. Everybody was worried about this, even me, because she is the woman superhero, and this is the first time we've seen her on the big screen somehow, and she was brilliant. The best parts of the film was when she was on screen, and in the last fight with Doomsday, she kicks ass. Like, Superman and Batman are off, you know, licking their wounds and stuff, but Wonder Woman is throwing down with Doomsday, and it's just brilliant. She takes every hit. She's enjoying the fight, which Wonder Woman is. She's a fighter. She revels in war, and I thought Gal Gadot, or Gal Gadot, I don't know how you say her name. I should learn that. But is it? Well, it's spelled Gadot, so let's just go with Gadot. We'll go with Gadot. Gal Gadot. Brilliant. I'm actually excited for the Wonder Woman film. I wasn't too sure when I saw the footage from like the DC film special they did a few weeks ago. From what footage I saw, I was a bit. I wasn't. It didn't pull me in. But watching her in Batman vs Superman, I think that is a film you're gonna want to see, and it's been done right, which was such a relief. But yeah, Wonder Woman was brilliant. Really good. And something that surprised me that was going to be good, Lex Luthor. I actually enjoyed Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal of Lex Luthor, which I didn't know if I would. He is Heath Ledger-ish with Joker mannerisms. I could totally agree with anybody who says that. I can definitely see that. But I liked it. I didn't think he was too much like Joker. I thought he was good, and it was acted very well by Jesse Eisenberg, I think. The moments where you see is like the fact that Lex Luthor is evil when he's like said no to, and you just see that like small like shimmer of like anger come across, and I thought that was brilliant. I thought Jesse Eisenberg did a great job. I want to see him more, and you can see they've set him up. You can clearly see that they're setting Lex Luthor up for future films. This is his origin story. This is how he becomes Superman's biggest enemy. Well, biggest? I suppose he is. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was very good. And yeah, a lot of people don't like him though, but I think it's a Marmite thing. You're gonna either love it or you're gonna hate him. I enjoyed him. I thought he's evil. There's one bit in the scene where I'm like, ooh, well, didn't think you were that nasty, but you are. And one thing I thought was great about the film, which doesn't get enough kudos in films, I think, the soundtrack was really good. Hans Zimmer was back again. The Wonder Woman soundtrack, I was fist pumping to all the way through. And Lex Luthor, I thought they got his music right. I think they got Junkie XL to help, which I thought is a weird combination, a classical and like a DJ meeting together, but it works so well. I think the soundtrack was really good. Really good. And the main film is called Batman vs Superman, so the fight itself, great. The Batman vs Superman fight is fun to watch. It's good to see these two throwing down. Obviously Kryptonite played his partner, not straight away, which I enjoyed, but when it comes into effect, Batman kicks Superman's ass. And I am a Batman fanboy, but if you watch it, Batman wins that fight quite clearly. Yeah, but that is the main part, and it was great. I waited so long to see what's been like in the comic books for ages, this kind of conflict between the two characters, and actually see it on the big screen and taking centre stage. I really enjoyed it, and it was done so well. So thank you, Zack Snyder, for that, because that bit was done right. Do you see where I'm going with that statement? But yeah, they took stuff from the comics, which I appreciated. I've seen it twice, the film. I've seen it twice. And I enjoyed the fact they take stuff from the comics. So you can see a bit from like the Injustice run, where Nightmare Batman has his heart ripped out by Superman for killing Lois Lane, I presume. Dark Knight Returns, when the nuke goes off and they take Superman's like haggard, thinned out body, and that's in Man of Steel. That's in Batman vs Superman as well. The death of Superman is in there. There's probably more, but I can't think off the top of my head. But yeah, they took stuff from the comics, which I don't think Marvel do that much in the films, and that annoys me a tiny bit. A tiny bit, you know, give a nod to some comics, but Batman vs Superman was comic books on the big screen, which I thought was great. But there were problems. I wanted so much to love this film from top to bottom. I liked it, I didn't love it. So let's just get into the bad stuff. I thought Henry Cavill as Superman was very wooden. I didn't think he acted it all that well. Superman goes through a hard time in this film, I've got to be fair to him, but I didn't think he acted very well. Superman's a tiny bit of a dull character. He's the poster boy. All he is good and stuff. And despite this conflict from Lex and Batman, he still just remains a bit like mopey. And I'm just thinking, I like Henry Cavill. I like him in Man of Steel. This one I thought he was wooden and a bit dull. And when he was on screen, I wanted Batman and Wonder Woman on screen instead of him. Just get rid of him. But I like him. So maybe he's just had one of those films. I think he's a great Superman, and I'm looking forward to seeing him in Justice League and any future Superman films he's in. I think he's great. I think he is the natural choice for it. But I didn't like him in this film. Did not. Batman then, he was killing people. He was shooting people. He was running them over with his Batmobile, blowing them up with his Batmobile. When I watched it the second time, I counted at least 7 people who probably died from Batman's own doings. I know Superman killed someone in the original film, but Batman doesn't kill. I know he did in his old, like before the comic code came in, Batman used to kill people, but his main thing is he doesn't kill people, because in the future films they're going to kind of have to justify now, but if he kills people, how come the Joker's still alive? Because how can Batman justify that? Although I'm interested to see how they can in the future films. I didn't like that. It's one of his main things. And he was shooting people. He doesn't use guns, Batman. He used a gun a lot. His grappling gun he was using like no man's business, and his grenade launcher. But yeah. And he wasn't very good at fighting. He got shot quite a bit and stabbed quite a bit. Yeah, he kicked Superman's ass, but Superman's got no martial arts training. Batman does. He's supposed to be like one of the best martial artists in the DC comics. He's up there, and if he is like one of the pinnacle of the martial arts in DC, the rest of them I fear for, because Christ, It's just gonna be slap fights on the DC cinemas, just slap fights everywhere, and then Batman getting stabbed in the background or something. But yeah, I liked Batman, but he was killing people and shooting people, and he wasn't the best martial artist, so yeah. But saying that, his scene where he goes to save someone, you see it in one of the last trailers, where he's kicking ass. That was great. That was brilliant. Even the second time, I was hyped for that, because I thought that is one of the best scenes in the film. Lois Lane. Amy Adams is back again. Her storyline where she was looking for a bullet from a terrorist thing, it was just a nothing storyline. I didn't see the point in it. It didn't go anywhere. It was a bit confusing. Like, they didn't really wrap it up. And I kind of feel like she was shoehorned in a little bit. She didn't need to be in the film. I know she is, like, but she'd make much more sense in a solo Superman film, or just as a cameo kind of character. Like Lawrence Fishburne, he popped in every now and again, because he's a Superman character first and foremost. Lois Lane's the same. I didn't think she kind of like advanced the story or helped in any way at all. If anything, she was a nuisance. The one bit she did kind of advance the story is when Superman saved her when Lex Luthor pushed her off a building. But I didn't think she needed to be in it. I thought it was a bit pants, Lois Lane, the whole bit of it. But Amy Adams, she was good. For what she did, she was good. Yeah. And the one thing that really annoyed me once I came out of the film, the last trailer, when they released it, Zack Snyder and other like Warner Bros. Executive said, no, it's, you know, Doomsday is in it, but that doesn't ruin the film for you. There's twists and stuff. No, there's not. If you haven't seen the film already, there is not a twist. It just Doomsday is the big bad. And I was just like, oh. I thought there'd be somebody else. I thought Metallo might turn up at one point because Scoot McNairy plays a guy in a wheelchair. I thought maybe you might see Metallo, but no, it's just Doomsday. And yeah, if you've read the comics, so when Doomsday turns up, that run of comics is called The Death of Superman, so kind of guess where that was going to go. I knew coming into the film, Superman's probably going to die in this film. He does die, quotation marks. He comes back. He's the leader of the Justice League, for Christ's sake. Everybody, what's the point in that? We all know he's going to come back. It's just... yeah. But yeah, just Doomsday. They blew their load too early with that. They should not have put Doomsday in it. Doomsday should be in a Man of Steel solo film, or just he should be the final Superman film, because he is the main one who's gonna kick Superman's ass. I thought they could have done like 2 other villains working with Lex Luthor, Metallo maybe, and then Bane or something, or something that is a big enough threat to put the 3 together, but don't blow it all on Doomsday, because Doomsday is Superman's nemesis, and when those 2 throw down, I want 20 minutes of them 2 just kicking each other's ass, not a quick 10 minutes where Wonder Woman, Superman and Batman are just floating about getting punched by Doomsday. It was a shame. It was a shame. He wasn't good to look at. I know he's not an attractive character, but like I didn't think they did it very well, what Doomsday looks like. He's threatening. Obviously he's a giant grey monster. But I didn't like Doomsday. They shouldn't have put him in, or they shouldn't have shown him in the trailer. Either one. But I was just let down with the whole thing like that. I thought it just died a death as soon as Doomsday came onto it. So I was like, oh, this trailer did ruin it. Be warned, Civil War, because you've shown Spider-Man now. If you've done the same thing, I'll be upset with you as well, because it's just bollocks. Save something for the film. Like, I'm a Funko pop vinyl collector, and I've bought another one. And it's a massive spoiler for Civil War, so yeah, I won't show it, but there is something else in Civil War. But if you find any pop characters from Civil War, you'll know what the spoiler is. So try and stay away from them. I'm looking at the spoiler right now, but yeah, it's this ruined it with the last trailer, and that was so frustrating. They shouldn't have done that, or they should have done that and put another villain in, or a twist or something. It was And this film was very similar to Man of Steel. Just everything was destroyed at the end. And they show clips of Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman. They are in the film. The Flash, he saves the shopkeeper, but as far as I'm aware, he also destroys the shop as well. It's like, Zack Snyder, superheroes can use their powers without destroying everything in the vicinity. That's a thing they're quite capable of doing, but not in a Zack Snyder film. And then, yeah, just everything was destroyed and there was lots of destructions. And it was the same in Man of Steel kind of thing. The pacing is all off in the film. I enjoyed Man of Steel before people, I'm going, but like, it starts so strong, Man of Steel, and it ends quite strongly as well. But in the middle, nothing. And when it starts picking up pace, it's gone. It's not as gradual. It's there and then bang. And that's what Batman vs Superman is. It goes there, it starts so well. The first half hour, when Batman's running through Metropolis, when Superman's fighting Zod, is brilliant. I thought this film is setting up to be an amazing film, and I was so excited from the beginning. I was with it. I was like, yes, take me, I'm ready. And then the hour and a half between the last fight, it was dull. They needed something to split it up. They needed a fight. There was a Batmobile chase, which it was good, but it was just meh. It was alright. They need to sort their pacing out. Marvel films have got that right. There's story, and then there's fighting, and then there's story more, and then it builds it up, and then there's another fight. You got to keep the audience interested. And the hour and a half of nothing nearly even lost me. And I like Batman. I love Batman. I love comics. And I was nearly just off daydreaming at one point. The pacing was all off. It's nothing for like an hour, and then everything for the last half hour. Because it's Batman vs Superman, then straight into Doomsday is like a 5-minute gap, and it was just everywhere. The film was. It was like they're running at you with the bucket. It was like everything. That was a shame for me. Recording on a different day, that's how you do an outro. Just to round up my thoughts of what I thought of the film. I think there's been a lot of bad reviews, like really bad reviews, and they've been insanely harsh. I don't know why there's this kind of agenda against Batman vs Superman, but there is. It's not as bad as people are saying. It's really not. Rotten Tomatoes are giving it worse ratings than Green Lantern. It's not that bad. I kind of like Green Lantern. It's not a great film, but it's not awful. But no, it's a good film. It's better than stuff like Iron Man 2, the first Captain America, the second Thor. It's better than those lot. So I just think, don't listen to critics. This film is worth a watch. It really is, and it's not as bad as people are saying. I know I've been just talking about the bad things about it, but it is good. It's a good watch. It's not brilliant. It's so close to being brilliant though. It's nearly there. They're not far off from getting it bang on. And I just think when they get their movie right, DC, I think it's going to be amazing. I think it could be the best superhero film we're going to see. But I don't know when that is. I don't know when they're going to get it bang on. Hopefully soon. I'd like it if they go Aquaman brilliantly well. I hope they do him justice. Justice League, I hope is well. I'm excited for it either way, but I really hope it's as good as it can be, because DC, I think the characters in DC are much richer. They got much more of a backstory. They're much more interesting. Like, they've all got layers, and I prefer to see them on the big screen. And if they do them well, it could be fantastic. Suicide Squad could be brilliant. It looks like it's going to be brilliant. Hopefully they don't mess that one up. And one thing I do get from coming away from this is I wouldn't be that against if Zack Snyder didn't do any more films. Not ever. He's an alright director, but maybe moving on to somebody else to do the films. I'm not too sure who else would take up the mantle. George Miller seems to be the one people want. The Mad Max director. But I'm not too sure. I said it's a struggle. Maybe Shane Black maybe might be interesting. Brad Bird, although DC's a bit too dark for him. I don't know. But I'm not sure if I would want Zack Snyder to do another one. I enjoyed Man of Steel. I enjoyed this film, but they both had the same problems, and I don't think he's learned from them, and that worries me a tiny bit. But people be lying if they say they're not excited for Justice League. I am. I can't wait for it. And yeah, so basically this film is a good film. Do go to the cinemas to watch it. It is for the fans. It's not for the critics. So I'd give it 7.5 out of 10. It could have been so good, but it just wasn't. And I so wanted it to be. I really did. And it's a shame. I've already pre-ordered it off Amazon, so yeah, I've seen it twice. Pre-ordered it off Amazon. I bought the merchandise. I lap it up really. But yeah, that's my review of Batman vs Superman. Please do comment down below if you've seen it and what do you think about it. Do you agree with my opinions? Did you like Batman? Did you like Lex Luthor? Did you think Superman was a bit pants? Let me know down below. Last week I said a thing that if somebody, last video I did. I didn't do a video last week, apologies for that. I said anybody who shouts out on Twitter about my YouTube channel, I'll give a shout out on my next video. So, thank you to Lucy Turnbull. I'll put their Twitter handle by here somewhere for giving me a shout out. She is an absolute legend and you should follow her. But yeah, that's my review. Thank you for watching. I will see you next week for a new video. That's all from me. Have a good week and tatty bye.